Yeah, Zadorov is a big body. He's got the puck here, but he's got "not ready yet" written all over him. Here's Marchand as Zadorov turns it over. Marchand to Bergeron, and a save by Enroth. Bergeron had it right where he wanted it against a Buffalo team that had to play and travel last night. Gionta flips the backhand toward the middle. It bounces to Flynn. He handcuffs Rask. It's loose, and Soderberg drills it off the boards. Soderberg to Smith. Across to Hamilton. He closes in front, looking for Bergeron's redirection, but the puck goes into the corner. Soderberg to Smith. His drive scores! Riley Smith uncorks a blast, and they're rolling. No goal.
2-on-1s.
Accidental contact with the goalkeeper, therefore no penalty, no goal.
Nice use of the points. Trying to get some traffic in front, and this is a really bad call.
Oh, jeez.
Little to almost zero contact. Just a great shot by Smith that beat him.
Patty cake, Baker's man. Does that count? I should say so. Dougie Hamilton rips one in, and nobody can take this one away, I think.
Well, we're used to seeing that play to Riley Smith coming into that back door, but they switch out high. They get Riley Smith working the right point as the left shot. Hamilton, the right shot, working the left point, but it still is an effective play. The overload on one side from the half wall down to the goal line. Soderberg with that little hesitation. Ristolainen goes down to try to take away that passing lane, but Soderberg with that little pump fake.
Hodgson takes his eye off it, so it gets under his forehand. Stewart shielding the puck, blows an edge against Bartkowski. Krejci's there to help out. Hodgson with a drive, and Rask makes a nice save. Krejci with Eriksson going down the middle. Here's Lucic out high. His shot off Grigorenko. And Tyler Ennis races up the gap. Gives to Drew Stafford on the off wing for Ennis. The shot and a save by Rask. Tuukka Rask.
The great goal scorers certainly can do it. Ennis is a good player, but it allowed Tuukka Rask an opportunity to make the save, and he didn't disappoint.
Seidenberg closes, guns it toward Enroth, and he cuddles it against. Any reasonable hockey player would say, you know, whether or not that's allowed, it crossed the threshold. Here's Marchand's shot and a shoulder save by Enroth. It's the appropriate response.
Absolutely.
Hamilton drives it low to the far side, a shot with purpose. Chara over to Bergeron. Bergeron's shot, blocker save. Eriksson pivots, and another save by Enroth. Fires it into Marchand, and it's onside, but here's Bergeron stealing the centering pass. He's in alone. Bergeron on the shorthand, saved by Enroth. Johan Larsson in the high slot. Now Benoit coming in back door. Catches it on the take. Gives it back to Hodgson. Right for Larsson. Two saves by Rask. A third chance for Hodgson. He jams the post. And there's a rugby scrum. Unmolested on the doorstep. And it goes wide. Krug to the rotating Lucic on the half board. Back to Krejci, who's got to the blue line. Wrists it on Enroth. Pops right back. Krejci has another chance. Slides it through the seam to Miller. Chara wrists it around through the corner. Smith pulls it back. Mazzaros ties him up. Bergeron the wraparound, tries to stuff the backhand in, gets three shoves at it, but Enroth is strong with the left leg to hold the post. Goes all the way to the corner. Lucic gets there before Georges can. There's a nifty play. A self-pass by Johan Larsson. He closes and Rask makes a save and then stops him on the rebound. Probably seen Seidenberg on his belly more in the first 34 games of this season than we've seen in any full season combined. Johan Larsson grabs it on the backhand, drops it off to Stewart in front. Mazzaros scores, and it's tied. Despite second period domination, the Bruins find themselves all even with the lowly Buffalo Sabres.
And that's the problem with just the one-goal lead. You're just a shot away from tying the hockey game, and Mazzaros is going to jump into the play. Bruins feel like they have something coming across the offensive blue line. The puck doesn't get deep. The Bruins trying to make a change on the back end, left side of the screen. You can see Chara trying to get back. Seidenberg the only guy back. It's a 3-on-1 basically. Seidenberg tries to lay down and get into that passing lane.
Can't get it away from Ristolainen. Miller at the line from Bergeron's tap. Gives back to Bergeron, and a glove stop. Enroth might have been going over the top anyway. Charles turns toward the corner, but Kelly's waiting there, and the puck bounces loose. Good win of the puck from Cunningham. getting there and getting the return for Miller. Throws it on goal with purpose and got a juicy rebound. Lucic past Zadorov. Eriksson brings it out to Miller. Rotates it to Krejci at the middle of the blue line. Chara's drive. Enroth squeezes the knees. He'll take the faceoff. And Benoit back to pick it up. The Bruins stormed the Buffalo end early in the second, but the Sabres have gotten a burst of energy off the goal. Grigorenko's drive and a save by Rask. Pass it to Stafford to Ennis. He wiggles wide. The shot, kick, save, rebound off Stafford. The goal comes off its peg as Seidenberg. Bouncing puck, Stewart shot, saved by Rask. Grigorenko hacks it around through both corners. Stafford on the weak side. The puck bounces all the way through to him. Jurgensen's a self-pass, now dishes to Ennis. The drive, rebound, comes right to Flynn, and he pots it in the far side. It caroms off of Krug, and Brian Flynn has given Buffalo a 2-1 lead late in the second.
Well, it was a good break for the Sabres, but they've earned it. They've worked hard here in the second half of this period. They put pressure on Boston. They've tied the game. They've taken advantage of turnovers by the Bruins. And now they're going to get a good break on their power play goal. They set up for that one-timer. Flynn's in the neighborhood. Ristolainen had moved in from that right point. He kind of heals this shot a little bit. I think it's going to be his goal.
Hamilton down in the corner. Throws it off the skates of Georges and gets the puck right back. Chara at the middle of the line. The wrist shot deflected, scores! Chris Kelly coming through the middle. For Kelly, it's his first goal in 23 games.
Wow, did they need that? After a good break for the Sabres on the power play goal to take the lead, the Bruins needed some kind of response here before this period ends, and they're going to get it. Once again, the Bruins able to do pretty much what they want, the offensive zone in terms of creating offense, motion, feeding the points. And the Bruins have that, I guess you can call it a power eye right down the middle. Kelly.
Chara turns away from Stafford, comes laterally for Soderberg. Kelly over the line, clears out space. Soderberg to Eriksson. Second chance shot, and Enroth gets a piece.
Four big guys that play a real physical brand of hockey, and you take those guys out of your lineup, yeah, you're not big and bad, but they certainly have enough talent to be winning hockey games.
Hamilton slams one goalward. Enroth makes a save on Kelly's rebound attempt. There's Delorier. Tries the self-pass and goes into Seidenberg's corner. Taps it over to Schaller. The wraparound, he scores! Tim Schaller from Merrimack, New Hampshire, has put the Buffalo Sabres ahead of the team that he came to see so often. There are his parents. And the Sabres lead.
First NHL goal, congratulations. This is pretty simple hockey. The chip and chase, and they have the two-man forecheck where you take away the back of the net, transfer the puck side to side. A little separation away from Dougie Hamilton, the wraparound. Rask starts off on that short side post. The minute the puck gets transferred behind the net, he's going to move off that post, and now he can't get back and seal the short side.
Chara to Bergeron, to Chara. Up ahead to Riley Smith, over the line to Bergeron, to Marchand. And Enroth makes the leg save. Krug to Seidenberg, drives it off of Flynn's legs. Marchand into the referee's skates, finds the puck. Bergeron's shot is saved by Enroth. Krug jumps forward to cut off Ennis. Chara's there with the extension of the stick. Eriksson spoons it over to Soderberg. He takes the line. The shot and a stick saved by Enroth. The fans stunned that the Bruins cannot manufacture offense against the Buffalo Sabres. Here's Krejci, the backhand, and Enroth with a glove save. Saros doubles over in pain after making the block and not using his left hand too well. Ennis closes in front, and Rask robs Stafford. Doroff off the glass. Seidenberg kicks it to Smith. Smith to Bergeron. He has Hamilton closing. The shot, scores! Dougie Hamilton scores a 6-on-5 goal with a minute 31 to go. And the Bruins, by the skin of their teeth, have tied it up.
Pretty good pitch down the left wing boards by Dennis Seidenberg. able to keep that puck in using his skates. One of the best players using his skates. And we talked about that high triangle, that forward out high. You have the advantage certainly in a 6-on-5 where Rask pulled for the extra attacker. Dougie Hamilton continues to put up good numbers against the Buffalo Sabres.
It'll be a point apiece, and they will go to sudden death. Arms all the way back to center. Krejci on the counter, but Mazaros jams it back towards Stewart at the Boston line. Chara ahead to Lucic to Eriksson, he scores! Louis Eriksson does it again! Happy Hanukkah, light the lamp! Eriksson has more overtime goals than anybody since 2009.
We talked a lot about quick ups being a difference maker tonight. It was a real good battle along the wall. David Krejci to keep this play alive, and then the quick up by Chara, and the touch pass by Lucic, and the good support coming across the ice by Louis Eriksson. He protects the puck well on the back check of Georges, and he just leaned into this little snapshot, and the puck has eyes. Looks like it went right through that 6-hole, Jack. And Louis Eriksson with his second OT winner in about a week. Had the winner in Minnesota. He's got the winner here. The Bruins needed that extra point badly.